The health side of TikTok is an absolute minefield of body checking, misinformation, and horrible dieting advice. But one health nut in particular has gone so far off the rails, he's started beef with a man dying of stage 4 cancer.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a zany by the toe.
TikTok user at It's Andrew V has a platform of over 100,000 followers and has been a festering sore bubbling up on my For You page for months now.
I'm not socially acceptable.
Wow. Crazy.
This guy literally does nothing but stitch talented people cooking delicious food, usually multiple stitches a day, to tell them how horrible and unhealthy the food they're cooking is. Before we take a big bite out of this cooking controversy, let's take a peek at the type of content this ghoul-eyed greaseball makes.
If you like the look of this, you are overweight, most likely obese category, depressed, hate your life, don't really live for anything other than eating, overeat on a daily basis, wake up in the morning feeling overfed from the night before, go to a miserable 9-to-5 job while you dream of what you're gonna eat that night.
You know what, Andrew? I am overweight and depressed, but that was just a lucky guess. Now, usually I would assume that this type of content is just meant to be pure rage bait. Claiming that anyone that likes pizza is a Cheeto dust huffing loser melting into their couch is obviously insane. It's pizza. But I actually think this guy is deadly serious because his platform appears to be devoted to promoting his book, The Psychology of Weight Loss, which I'm sure is not filled to the cover with harmful misinformation. It's one thing to try to educate people on the risks of consuming too much of a type of food. It's another thing to tell them that they're disgusting just for being tempted to eat it. That's promoting shame as a motivator for healthy eating, which is like a surefire way of developing an eating disorder.
If you like the look of this, you're not sexy. You're not sexy when you're eating a bunch of lard, cheese, fried crap that causes disease. Not sexy.
I know at least 5 people off the top of my head that could help me destroy that thing in under an hour, and they all get more ass than your unwashed gym shorts, bud. By the way, where are they serving that? Where can I get my greasy hands on that? The idea that liking food that is literally designed to be as appetizing as possible automatically assigns you negative adjectives like bad, ugly, unsexy is just a very outdated puritanical notion. That gluttony is a sin so heinous there is an entire circle of hell devoted to it. There is nothing morally wrong with wanting to eat fattening foods. Our brains are wired to crave it. If you find yourself eating fattening foods a little bit too much and you start hurting yourself, then you don't deserve punishment. You deserve help just like with any other self-harming behavior.
I'm gonna be generous today and help women not be fat. This is where it goes wrong. This is where most women become fat.
And there's the other issue I have with this wet-faced White Walker's content. He is so disgusted by the idea that a woman might not have a body type that gets his twig rigid that he almost every single video targets women specifically for being fat. I mean, what about all these chubby men walking around? Maybe he's like me. Maybe he likes them that way. Here's an actual health tip. If a person claims to care about your health, but all of their reasons for healthy eating seem to revolve around being conventionally attractive, they're probably not looking out for you. This guy claims to be a health expert, but his only credentials are writing a book and looking like this.
I'm the one they call the bully.
I feel like I owe you guys financial compensation for making you watch that. This your first time eating a popsicle, buddy? I didn't think they needed to come with a user manual. So yeah, tongue punching some ice cream and showing off your impressive physique does not mean that your health advice is accurate or appropriate. In fact, people often achieve their dream body by absolutely destroying their health, and Andrew even admits multiple times that he practiced some very unhealthy eating habits.
Now, I don't condone this, but if you want to drink 9 cups of coffee a day, it actually suppresses your appetite a lot. I used to do that, 9 cups of coffee, and I did get shredded. Now, look, I don't condone this, but I actually ate 2 tubs of ice cream every single day and still got absolutely shredded.
It's pretty hypocritical on the one hand to harshly criticize every little thing that people eat, and then on the other hand to brag about how you still got ripped even though you were guzzling ice cream and coffee. I mean, do you actually care about people's health, or do you just care what they look like?
I like them skinny because they look younger, more youthful.
Okay, just what they look like. Got it.
Ladies, this isn't for you. Way too high calories. You don't move that much, let's be honest. You don't have that much muscle on you, so your metabolism is slower. Plus, you're gonna smell, so that's really not great for your partner either. And you're gonna be bloated, and you're gonna be coming down off a crash of white, refined carbohydrates. So you're gonna be more mentally unstable than you already are. This meal is not for you. Is it for men? Well, if they move enough, then they can probably handle it.
Yeah, because female athletes definitely don't exist, and they definitely don't need to consume thousands of calories to maintain their strength or anything. I love the constant passive-aggressive insinuations that women are all a bunch of languid, irrational cows, because that's definitely an objective and reasonable position for a life coach to have. Now, before anyone, well, actually, me in the comment section, I obviously know that optimally, the average woman is going to be consuming less calories a day than the average man. But the arbitrary blanket statements that Andrew makes about how women can't eat this or can't eat that, but men can, are just ridiculous.
No, I don't control women. I just let them know that there's a reason why they're getting fatter. And the reason is that with age, they actually deteriorate. As a woman, you get more and more unattractive with age.
How are you gonna look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo having a midlife crisis and still try to be the Andrew Tate of food? Ruh-roh, Raggy. It seems we've taken the red pill. I'm not even gonna try to debate the old, tired concept that women become withered and unfuckable the moment they turn 19, while mediocre men in their 50s are still silver foxes. Us MILF lovers will prevail. It's not like any of us were playing Resident Evil Village for the plot.
You ungrateful, selfish wretch!
You've come. I have come.
This man has no place critiquing women's bodies when I could literally apply my eyeliner in the reflection of his lengthening, greasy forehead. Come on, brother, be brave. Take off that beanie and show us where that hairline starts.
Well, there it is.
I'm not one to body shame, but if you're gonna make your whole personality insulting other people's appearances, then you better come to bat with a full head of hair. Now, as you might imagine, Andrew has made a lot of enemies during his time on TikTok. Almost all of his videos have more comments than likes, with a consistency that is honestly impressive. But Raggedy Ripped Andy really crossed the line when he made this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've got a hack for you of how to test if the food that you're being served up on TikTok is healthy or not. If the TikTok creator isn't willing to show their body, probably not.
Yeah, there's definitely no other reason why a person posting a video for potentially millions to see would not want to have their body on camera. I can't think of a single one. But this is where Andrew screwed up, because the guy he decided to harass goes by the username @ChefBob8, and 2 lovely ladies under the username @CookItErica, who had previously also been attacked by Andrew, immediately came to Bob's defense.
You decided to make a cute little TikTok video today giving a hack that if a TikTok chef creates a recipe, posts it online, but doesn't show their body, that recipe and themselves are unhealthy. That creator that you stitched is Chef Bob, and Chef Bob is battling with stage 4 cancer. His account is his legacy that he's leaving to his kids. And the reason why he's not in his videos is because he's unhappy with what the cancer is doing to his body.
So this is just absolutely heartbreaking, obviously. This man is literally dying, but he's decided to allow the internet to join him him in this beautiful experience of passing his cooking knowledge down to his children. But because he dares to ingest anything besides raw, unseasoned veggies, he's being cyberbullied by Riff Raff from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And it gets even worse.
Instead of taking accountability and apologizing to Bob for your shit hack, you doubled down and went TikTok live, talking about that it's Bob's fault that he has cancer because of what he's eating.
Imagine telling a cancer patient, hey, have you considered that you're the problem? Andrew shouldn't have been insulting Bob's body to begin with, but to continue to attack him after finding out about his diagnosis is incredibly cruel. It's not like the man's Walter White. Let him cook. And leave him alone, Andrew! If you think that Erica was exaggerating about Andrew's response, check out this video where Andrew stitches Bob frying bacon and blames Bob for his terminal diagnosis.
Grade A1 Group 1 carcinogen. Strong evidence that bacon causes cancer.
Oh no, Cleo! The carcinogens!
You know what else causes cancer, Andrew? The fucking sun! It's literally impossible for a person to avoid everything that causes cancer. A massive factor is genetics, which you just can't control. So yeah, you can warn people that certain substances can contribute to developing cancer, but you can't go tell somebody with cancer that it's their fault for not eating healthy. It's not provable, and it's also a dick move. Our bodies are all probably choked with microplastics anyways. Have that piece of bacon and do a little dance before World War III starts. We're all gonna die soon. I'd rather spend my life enjoying it than worrying about how it's gonna end.
If you were half the life coach that you think you are, then you would understand that everybody's bodies are built differently, everybody processes food in different ways, and everybody has a different genetic makeup.
So yeah, what she just said is basic fact. If you look up right now, do all people process food the same way, your search results will be flooded with multiple peer-reviewed articles like this one from Murdoch University that explain that different people will have different results on the same diet. But Andrew must be hiding a scrying orb underneath that bloated beanie of his, because apparently he has tapped into truths that these stupid scientists don't know anything about.
Everybody processes food in different ways.
No.
So no argument to refute her claim or anything, just no? My guy thinks he can just manifest counter-arguments to scientific fact. Incredible. Andrew began attacking so many creators that Chef Bob actually came out with a statement himself.
Cancer shaming, Andrew? You can do better than that, buddy. You go on live video and tell people that I have cancer because of something I ate in the past. Buddy, I was in better shape than you a few years ago, okay? Then you get on live and insult numerous creators, body shaming some of my best friends. My daughter cried herself to sleep last night because of you. You don't think she has enough on her mind with her daddy having cancer?
Man, I don't know if I have the reach for this, but I really want to see Chef Bob hit 1 million followers. Can we do that, guys? Can we? I don't know if that's possible, but he's so close, and I really want to try. I'm going to have the link to his TikTok in the description. It'll be right there. Let's go and support Chef Bob. As you can probably guess, Andrew has not apologized for anything, and he continues to uphold this narrative that he is a misunderstood life coach that is being bullied for spreading his truth.
Generally speaking, I don't teach English, but I think in this case I'm going to have to teach English because I didn't know that half of the planet is English illiterate. So let's begin with the actual words said in the video. The statement is, life hack to show you if the food is healthy or not. If the creator doesn't show their face, probably not healthy. It's referring to the food. Get the full sentence? Take you back to like year 5, year 6 in school.
Oh, but Andrew, you slippery snail, why is it that the food is unhealthy if the person cooking it doesn't show themselves on camera? What are you implying? That they're hiding their fat, ugly bodies? I'm being rhetorical, that is what you're implying. I can't believe there's more to say about this guy, but unfortunately there is. He's like an everlasting gobstopper of cringe to react to. Not only does he fat shame women and attack people dying of cancer, he's also incredibly racist. Now, he took this video down, but I was able to find a re-upload of it.
Not all races are fat, but Mexicans are fat. Wow. Mexican food is high calorie. Mexican food is predominantly eaten by Mexicans. Hence, as a culture, Mexicans tend to be more overweight.
First off, I would highly suggest checking out the responses of the Mexican creators that stitched Andrew's video, including the creator I just showed. They'll be able to do a much better job explaining how crazy Andrew's argument is and how little he understands of Mexican cuisine. But calling Mexicans a race is stupid, and calling them all fat is bigoted, and that's all my saltine sleeve ass has to say about that. Of course, as usual, Andrew doesn't back down. He grabs a shovel and digs even deeper.
The Mexicans are pissed because I said that their tacos and their traditional food is high calorie, which is making them overweight. If you fry your tortilla like that and then cover it with a bit of leaves to make it healthy, it's fucking not. Do you get me?
However, Andrew doesn't just have a problem with Mexicans.
I don't even think that's food. How us humans, we've just like put more spices, more chemicals, more spices, more stuff inside. I just want to feel stuff. Doesn't matter what my body feels.
Hey, Andrew, if you did even a hungover frat boy on finals week level of research, you would know that fufu is actually a delicious African staple, and it's pretty damn healthy. It's literally just cassava, yams, or plantains boiled and pounded into a ball, and this fly white guy you're stitching is just dipping it in soup, so where are the chemicals, Andrew?
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay!
Do you just see an unfamiliar meal from a non-European country and assume that it's unhealthy and disgusting, you racist turd muncher? I'm sorry, are you upset that the seasoning hasn't been colonized out of it yet?
This is why all Asians are skinny. Where's the protein in the white rice? Non-existent. Oh, but there's a tiny bit of protein in the mushrooms. No, there isn't. Protein is responsible for your muscles to stay intact and grow. With zero protein, your muscles actually wither away.
There is still so much to talk about with this guy. Apparently, he makes 16-year-old girls sign NDAs to get personal training from him.
Suicide that by your lips and by your legs.
Well, that's... what the fuck? There is absolutely no reason an adult trainer should have a child sign an NDA. That's disturbing. Also, a contract signed by a minor isn't legally binding, so the teenager can still point to where on the doll the creepy life coach touched them, Andrew. The guy also has a habit of opening his videos by saying something abhorrent and disgusting for shock value.
I'm not even ashamed to say it. I've seen a girl being by a horse. Like all the way in, bent over.
He even opened one video by casually describing an assault that happened to one of his female friends, with no other purpose except to horrify an unfortunate person that happened to scroll across it. This behavior leads me to believe that even though he might truly be passionate about healthy eating, his main goal is to just shock and upset people for attention. Even if Andrew truly believes he's doing good by shaming people into losing weight, his health crusade is ruined by his horrible behavior. That being said, I'm overweight, and Andrew is not. So let's go check out my fridge and see if there's anything in there that he would approve of.